Hey, bro.
Let's go into that.
Brother, listen. Okay, look, first off, let me say this to the LGBT community. You already know I'm Brother Rizza Islam, you know I'm your brother. So there's no hate to anybody from the LGBT community. That's number one. It exists, we know it exists. You absolutely are a community. You have things that you want to do as people. Cool, I understand. Here's the problem though. When your sexual preference, which by the way, when I was coming up in the 90s, I'm not that old, but in the 90s, bedroom practices wasn't being promoted in public. Real simple. Whoever you slept with and did what you did and didn't do what to do with whoever, that wasn't being promoted. Because why? That's the bedroom stuff. So that's not, I don't need to know that. It wasn't being promoted around children. That's not how things are. Just as a decent human being, is what I'm saying. That's just kind of like, you can keep that away, right? Now, however, not only is it all out in the public, but you pushing it on people. Like, either you roll with this, or you a hater. Hold on. First off, I'm a man. Okay? So to see this brother in a dress, okay, the dress, if on a woman, look nice. But on that brother, I said, what is going on? It lets us know, number one, yes, there is an agenda to homosexualize males. This is not some farce that Brother Rizza just saying, no. The United States government has many different parts to their agenda as it pertains to making men, and particularly the black man and other men, feminine, and to emasculate them and to effeminize or to make them feminine. They have different chemicals. There was something in the mid-1900s called the gay bomb, which America came up with and manufactured to send to certain wars just in case they wanted to have the opponents or their enemies turn on one another. They manufactured chemicals so that once the bomb dropped, it literally will induce, almost hypnotize the enemy, so they'll drop their weapons, drop their guns, and start to do things sexually with each other. So if you're telling me if they have the capability of doing that, they don't have the capability of putting certain chemicals in your marijuana, which is why they legalized it in the first place. They don't have capabilities of putting certain things in your water. They don't have the capability of putting certain things in your food. They have no capability of putting certain things into your pharmaceutical medication and or pills. You mean to tell me this white man is, everything is cool now, we all cool, we hanging out, we are rolling out, we good, we Gucci? No, hell no. They absolutely, not they meaning all white people, they meaning specific groups of people who run this government have an agenda. And the LGBT community has to know that so that they can understand, oh, okay, I get it. You're not saying you hate me because I'm gay or you hate me, period. You're saying, is the government pushing an agenda to make this happen? Oh, I get it. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you're my brother, regardless. If you gay, okay, you're my brother, literally, still. But the government, however, is manufacturing something. And by having that brother put on that dress at the Oscars in Black History Month, after we just talked about being a man, you know what I'm saying, and all the historical figures that we've had who were masculine men who fought against the system and all the inventions, over 20,000 black inventions, and look, we did this day in history, this day in history, this day. And you mean to tell me at the very end, at the crescendo, the apex, the climax, the top of Black History Month, you're gonna put a black man in a beautiful black dress and tell me, well, hell, whatever reason, this is just how it is. No, no, it's not. It's not how it is. That's how they're trying to make it. That's my point. And so for that to happen, that was strategic. Why? If they didn't want that to happen, it would not happen. Things happen by them allowing it to happen. They're not going to let somebody be butt naked on a red carpet. They're not going to let somebody who is, let's say someone who talks about the Holocaust, they're not going to let somebody dress up as a Jewish person who was in those ovens and put numbers here and then dress up. They're not going to let somebody dress up like Hitler and walk up on the red carpet now. Come on, let's just be honest. They're not going to let a black man with some chain. Well, no, they might let a black man with a chain on his neck and some shackles walk up. They might let that happen. But so what I'm saying is it's happening because someone's allowing it to happen. And someone is encouraging it to happen because there's a specific agenda. The Oscars is watched by millions of people. And because of that, everyone who sees it is now injected, because the mind is made up of pictures. And so now you have literally injected a form of psychological warfare into the minds of children, young boys and young girls. And after you hit R. Kelly, and you're talking about masculinity is now toxic, so it's better to be more feminine, it's better to be hey, no, you ain't gonna get me. You're not gonna pull nothing over on me, and you're not gonna pull nothing over on the people. That's all I'm saying. So it has nothing to do with the brother personally. for the dress. It has something to do with the agenda that is being utilized by putting him inside of a dress at the Oscars at the end of Black History Month. Just knock it off, man. We see what the enemy is doing, and they're not gonna get away with it.